Hello, my dears, it's Katie, and I'm here today to do the Knights of the Round book tag. I was tagged by Vendy to do this, and if my understanding is correct, this tag was created because of the Once and Future book that has been making the rounds. I haven't read it yet. Not sure if I'm planning on reading it, but it does sound intriguing because Arthurian Legend, and do we know that I'm garbage for that? Because I am very much garbage for that. And the little that I do know about it is it's just it's one of the, I think, 42nd or 43rd reincarnation of Arthur and Merlin. And in this world, Arthur is a woman. This is the first reincarnation where Arthur is a woman. Merlin is kind of aged backwards and is a pimply teen. And they have to fight a mega corporation, I think. Something along those lines. I don't know, it sounds kind of fun. But I'm Arthurian Legend garbage, so of course I was going to do this. So let's just go into the questions. So number 1, Ari, a unique chosen one. Technically, Fitz is a really unique chosen one. I really love that boy. I don't want to give too much away about why I'm picking him as a unique chosen one, but it's kind of like his decisions shape the future, and depending on which path gets taken in these many paths that have been foreseen will depend on kind of what will happen in the future. It's really complicated. There's a reason there are 16 books and that they are not small. But that's kind of all I'm going to say on that. It's a very unusual take on the trope. And in some ways, it could be argued he's not a chosen one, but he's also very much a chosen one. 2, Merlin, your favorite magical system. Don't have one. Every magic system in every book is different and unique in its own way. Even if it's a magic system that's been done time and time again, there's something unique and something to offer for every single version of it. One in particular that I do really, really like, though, is the one in Truth Witch. I feel like that kind of magic system is one that hasn't been used too often, or I haven't read a lot of books that have dealt with a magic system like that, so I really enjoyed that. But I'm sticking by my original answer, saying that, every single one of them is unique, even if it's one that's been used multiple times before. 3, Gwen, a timeless love interest. I'm kind of struggling with this one, but at the same time, I'm going to say Aragorn and Arwen from The Lord of the Rings, because it can be argued that they are a reincarnation of Beren and Luthien, and just there have always been versions of them, I think, in every age in the books. And if I remember correctly, Tolkien kind of based Aragorn on the King Arthur legend. He borrowed things from all different kinds of lore and legends and things. If you haven't read it, read the World of Tolkien, because it goes into depth on all of the mythology and folklore and things that he drew upon for inspiration. So, I mean, the fact that they kind of might be based on Arthur and Gwen is a really good option for this question. Number 4, Lamb, a book with great style. Now, does that mean writing style? Does that mean world building? Does that mean character flair? Because depending on that interpretation will depend on what I say. But I think one that has good style is The Prior of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. The world building is stunning. The characters are unique and interesting, and the writing style is gorgeous, and just, it's incredible, frankly. I love it so much. It's got the style with the writing, it's got the style with the Flare-like characters, and it's got a great world building system and a interesting magic system. So come on, Priory. If you haven't read it yet, definitely check it out. It's a great book, but read it with a buddy. You'll get more out of it that way. 5. Val, a story that challenged your mind. That can be an interesting question too. If it's challenged my mind with like a specific kind of topic, that would be Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. Haven't read that, definitely check that one out. But if you're talking about like a fictional book where, it kept me guessing and whatnot, that would be The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova, which is a kind of Dracula retelling. And it took a lot of interesting twists and turns in ways that I wasn't expecting the book to go in. And because of that, I was very, very intrigued and very interested to see kind of how that book was going to pan out. Number 6, Jordan, a book with no romance. That is very difficult. A large part of me just wants to pick a children's book because they tend to be less into the romancy things. We've got a lot of nonfiction books that don't have romance in them, like if it's about a specific topic. Black Death, 1346 to 1353, The Complete History. Yeah, it's all about the Black Death and then like the art and like how it influenced certain things and just kind of all about it. It's like it's just a kind of crash course in Black Death. And if I remember correctly, it doesn't really talk about romancy things in it. So, cheers. And next is K, a fantastic sibling relationship. You guys know I have to pick Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. The sibling relationships in that book between both Henry and Bee and between June and Alex were incredible. I lived and breathed for their relationships. Just the relationships in that book in general were everything. And they have phenomenal sibling relationships, and I absolutely loved them. So yeah, those are all the questions. I'm not going to tag anyone because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have done this at this point. But if you want to do it, definitely feel free and go ahead and do it. But other than that, you guys know the drill. I have all of my social media links down below in the description. I have a Twitter, which is @ASeaofTomes, which is the same as my handle here. And I also have a Goodreads page, which is also linked down below. You guys can go follow me and see what I'm reading, track my progress, and see my general superficial thoughts on things before I come and scream at you about them over here. And I also have my Ships and Fandoms page linked down below for your viewing pleasure. And other than that, I'll catch you later in another video for you guys again soon. Bye!